Shalom and welcome back to the Grim Truth. This video is going to be part testimony, part warning, and a little bit of my day. So, as the title of the video probably says, something along the lines of heat exhaustion, that's what I experienced today. And it was not fun nor pleasant, and I don't recommend it to anyone. It's horrible. That being said, let me get into it. It is currently 5:55 p.m. I just got off work about, 10 minutes ago, give or take. So I did over 12 hours today. It was supposed to be a shorter day, but it should have been about a 9.5 to 10 hour day, but it turned into a 12-hour day because of the experience I had. And yeah. So getting into that, I was strapping down a load, standing right dead sun, and I didn't wear my long sleeve shirts today. I was going to do that, but then I didn't because spaced it. But yeah, that's beside the point. I should have, because it probably would have helped. But yeah, I was strapping down a load, standing right in the middle of the heat. I had gotten the netting wrapped around all the bricks. I had gotten the strap guards on there, all around the top of the bricks, yeah, that. And then I was threw the straps over, and I was tightening down some of the straps, and then I was already really hot at that point, and I don't think I realized how hot I was at that point, and I started messing up. Like, I was throwing the straps crooked, I was tying them down crooked. My boss, one of my bosses, came over and said, "Hey, we got to fix this." So I took them back off, and I started redoing it. At this point, I'm just dripping sweat. It's literally dripping off of me, like in puddles. It was dripping so bad. Heat index today was close to 100. I don't remember exactly what it was at that moment. But, and sorry if my brain's a little bit mush right now, and I'm fighting rush hour traffic trying to get home. But yeah, at that point I was dripping sweat, and I just kind of went over to the other side of the trailer, and I leaned against the bricks because there was a little bit of shade there, enough to cover me, caused by the bricks that were on the trailer. So that was a little bit helpful. And a truck driver that was parked behind me, who was about to strap his load, seen me and walked over to me and handed me an ice cold bottle of water. Now, that I was very grateful for that, but I did have ice water with me in this cup. Yeah, but I drank his water too because yeah. So at that point, I drank some of the water, not real quickly because I know better. And I went back to what I was doing, and he was talking to one of my bosses that was standing there, the other truck driver. And I kept going back and forth around the trailer because I was still messing everything up, and I can't think straight. And I still don't realize just how hot I am. It's insane thinking back on it. And I got a really bad headache right now, by the way. What happened at that point is I leaned over on that shaded side of the trailer. I went back over there and leaned on the trailer, and I would just stop there for a minute because my brain was foggy and I wasn't thinking clearly. And I don't know how long I was leaning there. It seemed like several minutes. It probably was several minutes. And then I stood up to go back to what I was doing on the other side of the trailer, and I got really lightheaded and dizzy at that point. And in that moment, my brain either told me, or Father Yah told me, one of the two. I'm not even sure because it's a blur, but I remember clearly having a choice in that particular second. The choice was sit down or fall down. That was the choice. So I sat down next to the trailer tires that I was standing near, apparently, and leaned up against the tire, and yeah, I was done. Boss walks by me, I don't know how long later, it felt like a while, and told me to go sit in the truck in the air conditioning and cool off. And so I did manage to get back on my feet, go to the truck, sit there in the air conditioner, and I don't remember much after that. Apparently the boss finished the mess up and fixed the mess up I had done and finished strapping the load down, and I had gotten back out at one point to ask him to try to help him, and he says, oh, I already got it. And I put some of my tools away and got back in the truck, and I was just sitting there drinking water. And about 10-15 minutes after that, I can kind of think clearly again. Air conditioner vents, I had them blowing one directly on my face, the other one directly on my chest. I was soaked with sweat and some water because I had poured some on my head at some point, I remember. And yeah, extreme heat exhaustion. Thank you, person, for letting me go. That was very generous of you, because most people don't. So yeah, I started driving the semi, fully loaded semi again about 10-15 minutes later, and at this point my head feels really heavy. It's like a real heaviness on my brain. I don't know another way to explain it. And it was just, yeah. I got down the road a ways. I'm drinking water because I still have some. I have 3 bottles in my backpack. I had this cup. This cup had ice in it. Well, it didn't have ice in it anymore, but it had cold water in it. And I added another bottle to it at some point while I'm driving, and I'm drinking the water. And then I started craving salt, because salt replenishes electrolytes, in case you were unaware. And at that point, I had some potato chips in my lunch bag. That I rarely ever eat potato chips, but I always take them with me just in case. I ate all of them, and kept drinking the water with it. Ate a little bit of my lunch after that, because my lunch is a chicken wrap, and it had some salt and pepper on there. Ate that. Remembered I had a salt shaker in my lunch bag. I didn't use it, but I was going to. I thought about it. I got to get some electrolyte replenishment stuff. I won't drink Powerade or Gatorade. While they are considered okay food-wise, they're real, things you can have. They're full of high fructose corn syrup and all kinds of other crap that I just don't want or need. And I got to get something, because tomorrow I'm bringing smart water. I have smart water somewhere. I have in my emergency bag. I think I have 2 bottles. I'm bringing them both. So that wasn't the end of my ordeal. About 2.5 hours later, I got to where I'm dropping off the load, and I'm again sitting on this giant concrete slab, full-on sun shining right on the truck, and I'm dreading every minute of it. I do not want to get out of that truck. I don't want to do it. There's just no. It's no. That's my answer. And boss gets on the radio, tells me just to chill for a little bit, take a break, and I did for about 10 minutes. I ended up being on the phone. Somebody had called me for a little bit. I explained the situation to them. They prayed for me, which was beneficial, obviously. But at that point, I'm getting ready to get out of the truck, because I got to do it. I got this rag. It's like a towel, and I poured water on it. I got it really wet, held it over the air conditioner vent for a couple of minutes, got it cold, threw it on the back of my neck, grabbed my gloves, got out of the truck. Back to work I go. As soon as I step out of the truck, it's blistering heat. I said a quick prayer. I asked the Father for some wind. And let me tell you, He delivered. Because not only did it start getting pretty windy at that moment, clouds started popping up and blocking the sun. And it probably took me 45 minutes to get that load off of there, get everything off of there so that they could unload it, I should say. But I was moving really slow, but thank you, Father, for the wind and the rain. That was awesome. It was just, yeah, the love and compassion Father Yah has is just undeniable, unfathomable. And yeah, that's that. And that's how my day went. So yeah, heat exhaustion is a very real thing. You got to protect yourselves. If you are anywhere experiencing extreme heat, try to stay in the air conditioning if you can. But if you can't, take frequent breaks, find shade, make sure you have plenty of water and some electrolyte replenishment of some sort, whatever it is you choose. And yeah, it was bad. It was a bad day. But another over 12-hour shift because of all that, which puts me over 25 hours on the week, and it's only Tuesday. I'll be, tomorrow's supposed to be another really long day. I'll probably be close to 37, 38 hours tomorrow at the end of the day on the week, and it'll only be Wednesday. But that means Thursday, just an hour or two into my shift, I will be in overtime, time and a half pay, which is probably why they told me there's a good chance I won't be working on Friday, because I'm already going to get most of a day of time and a half overtime pay, and they probably don't want to pay me another full day on top of that of overtime pay. So we'll see. I don't mind either way. But yeah, I told the guy who was driving with me, one of the bosses, one of the owners. I work for 3 owners: the father, the dad, the kid, and the dad's wife. They all run the company, and I was driving with the dad today. Well, not with, but I was following him, or he was following me, depending on the situation. But yeah, I mentioned to him when I got out of the truck and it got really windy, I said I prayed for wind, and I got wind and clouds. And he is a devout atheist, this guy is. And whenever I talk about biblical things like that around him, he literally gets a very dirty look on his face and he shudders. So who's still listening to this video can tell me in the Bible when the name of the Father or the Son is spoken about shuddering. There's a verse for that. It's in the New Testament. Alright, that's going to be enough for me. I'm going to go home where it's nice and cool in the central air conditioning, and I'm going to just stick my face over the air conditioner vent. It's pretty cool in this truck too. The Father was kind enough to bless me with a dark cloud. Literally, it was a blessing to have a dark cloud when I got into this vehicle and turned on that air conditioner, because it was really hot in this black pickup truck. And yeah, he's just awesome. Just awesome. Alright, that's enough. Shalom. I hope everybody stays cool. See you next time.